Alright. What up, fuckos? And welcome to the FB and Goob Show. I am FB.
I'm the Goob.
Sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. And statguy. How's the Goob?
I am fantastic.
You look fantastic.
This is the first time I've ever done a take two.
I've never done the take two.
Which is fantastic. And, you know, before we get to that,
We actually considered calling the show First Take, but somebody had taken it.
Apparently we're second take. So, yeah, we're looking forward to World Cup talk. We're looking forward to...
NFL.
Yeah, some elimination games.
We're looking forward to...
looking good.
Dodger giveaway day. I don't know. Let's go.
Yeah.
How's the... You're excited. You're good.
All right, yeah.
Your Niners look great. I hate you for having your third-string quarterback. I wonder who my third-string quarterback is. Don't know who that guy is. He could not start for the Packers and win a fucking game. So since the starting quarterback can't start for the Packers and win games, the third string. So good for
you never know if you try. And no, Jordan Love can't.
Well, what I'm going to find out is if the second-string quarterback of the South Park Cows can win a fucking game this week.
Which would be huge.
Which would be huge.
We're in the Final Four of fantasy.
We are in the Final Four. And I had a bye week injury.
God damn it. It hurts.
I fucking hate bye week.
It hurts so Jalen.
It's so Jalen.
Oh, man.
It is Jalen Hurts. It is Jalen Hurts. And it hurts.
No,
it hurts bad.
Not fun.
Well, I've got him combined with A.J. Brown, so now I listen.
You're double
if
points.
Anybody in the world loves a little mustache Minshew is the guy with the mustache in the fighting right now. So
we didn't talk enough about Minshew in the first part.
I had Minshew on the Packers as the backup quarterback in preseason because I think a little mustache Minshew is fantastic.
I mean, he's magical.
It's magical.
So I'm excited. I think
the reason for my mustache could be a little Minshew magic.
Yeah. A.J. Brown, I think, will still be valuable.
Oh, I think
he's not a tight end guy. He likes to whip it to his receivers.
But I told you, I'm playing against Devontae Smith, and I'm really I'm nervous about this rookie Devontae Smith with backup Minshew connection.
I understand that. I don't think you should be worried, and I'll tell you why.
I hope not to be. Tell me why.
All right. Well, what we've seen from A.J. Brown is just a good connection with any quarterback that he goes to. He made Tannehill look good. He's made Jalen Hurts look MVP. He's made Jalen Hurts look really good.
MVP-like. Right.
So honestly,
no,
I wouldn't worry about that.
I'm not. I'm starting him. It's not like I'm starting Jordan Palmer instead of him. I still got Judy ahead of Palmer. So I'd have to take Judy, move him up to the A.J. Brown spot, put A.J. Brown in the Judy spot, and then I would have to replace A.J. Brown with Jordan Palmer. I'm not doing it.
Minshew, man.
Minshew.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to finish off the Cowboys. They're going to win that division.
I'm telling you right now, I haven't been in a championship game in 10 years. I'm going against the defending Super Bowl champion, Money Shot. Shout out, Money Shot. Here comes his fucking trophy in his ring.
This is a ring.
I bought the rings out of love because I love these guys, and now he's throwing it in my face. So
it's a beautiful ring. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Championship ring.
Old man Grant made sure I had one for everybody. Did you get one for everybody? Yeah, I did. Fucker.
Even for me from 20 years ago?
Yeah, I got one from Normie. He won the Super Bowl 20 years ago. We all got one. $20 times 23.
We all got one.
We all got one except for... Did you point at me? Did you fucking point at me just now?
Yeah, the Cows don't have one yet.
Did you slide point at me?
Yep.
Like 20 years commission, no ring? You slide point at me. You fucking slide point at me. He was like, and who doesn't have... And he threw a finger up for no reason. I have to go back to... I'll throw a red flag on that and see the replay on that.
Nope, it happened.
It happened. Fuck, man.
That's right. Hey, we're both in the running. You in your league, I'm
the commissioner in this league. He's the commissioner in his league. We're both in the championship. Money Shot, I love you. I need this victory.
Going down.
I need this one. So I'm gonna just keep praying. No, I'm gonna go with Kurt. I got Kirk Cousins on the bench. You know what? If Kurt gives me 2 touchdowns and 280 yards, that's 22 points. Kurt, 2 touchdowns, 280 yards. Stop that interception shit. Right. Don't fumble the fucking ball. Play a solid, clean Kirk Cousins 280 yard, 2 touchdown game. That's 22 points. That's last time Jalen Hurts played Dallas, he got 20. So if I was going to start Jalen Hurts, I could get 20. So if Kurt gets me 22 this week because he plays an honest 280-yard, 2-touchdown game. Kurt, honest 280-yard, 2-touchdown game. That's 22 points.
So hard not to jump to the Vikings game, but we have to talk about the Niners.
There's so much in the Niners and the Packers. So I want to go to that Vikings game.
Just skip the Niners for a second.
No, the story between the Vikings game for us is hilarious. Because we both woke up at different times and saw different scores and thought different things about the different games.
I woke up, it was 33-0. My Justin Jefferson had done nothing.
I woke up, it was 33.
I went and did laundry. 36.
I woke up to a field goal in overtime. I was like, hey, that fucking Minnesota game pretty cool. Just 0-33, man. What are you talking about?
What are you talking
Dude, it's the greatest game ever. It was the greatest comeback of all time. So let's go to Packers-Niners. Go Niners. Go Niners because you guys looked.
Well, I mean, we started on Thursday.
You did. You had the first game and we ended, so I'll go second.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's fair.
So we fight about who's going to go first.
I know.
So it's perfect. First game,
Thursday night,
last game. First game, last game. First game, last game. First game, last game.
So I want to say that, our rookie, Brock Purdy, beat Brady, which no rookie has ever done in his first start. And then this week he had to go to Seattle, which would you say would be the loudest, most annoying?
Kansas City or Seattle?
Kansas City or Seattle.
Yeah, so if you had to go to Kansas City, it would be the same obnoxious, holy shit.
And he pulled it out. Purdy pulled it out, played a great game.
Excellent game.
Excellent game.
In that noise, he played well for what he had to do. Your defense is fucking frightening.
No.
Bosa's a 3-sack machine every game.
He is.
He's in that weird sprinter stance, but when he gets down in it, it looks like a scary human being in some weird stance going to kill you. You know what I mean? Like
it's like Werewolf of London.
Yeah, right? And he gets in that. I'm honest. Like if you walked into an alley and you like got around the corner and he went into that stance and looked at you, wouldn't you think to yourself,
this can't be good.
This is bad. Did I do something? I fuck up? You'd have to look around because when he gets in there, because that one arm gets out here and he's on the ground and legs, like fucking scary, man. 3 sacks. And in the pros, if you get 3 sacks in the game, there's a reason for it.
Oh, with him really fucking.
Oh, right.
We've got guys stepping up all over the place.
Your linebackers who just hit the shit out of people and hurt them when they.
There's no, you know how Debo and Kittle are famous for their yards after catch, their yak.
Yeah, you don't get that with your linebackers.
Yeah, you guys play the Niners.
0 yak.
You catch the ball, we're hitting you right away.
Bam, dead. Because once the linebacker hits you, 22 comes up and smokes you.
Yeah.
So I can't say his name, so I'm just gonna say 22 and Troy Polamalu.
Hufanga,
whatever that guy. Yeah,
man, Hufanga's all over the place.
Hufanga or Mufanga?
Hufanga.
Yep. I got it now. Don't worry about it.
We got that.
Hufanga. Because that dude comes up and smokes you.
No, he does.
No, you guys are knocking teeth. You guys are. We talked about it last week.
We got our division.
Defenses only get better when they get to the playoffs.
It's getting colder. It's getting
colder. It's getting harder. You know why the Packers get beaten by the Niners all the time? Because the Niners have had the best defense for the last 5 or 6 years, up and down 1-5.
Sure.
And when we get to the playoffs, that scary, nasty fucking defense of yours shuts Aaron Rodgers down. And you know what the fucked up part is? We keep doing it in Green Bay. So it's freezing cold. Who's going to have the better advantage? The best defense or the 4th best offense? The best defense. Every time. It's like, nobody scored points in that game. That was the craziest game.
What was it, 6-0?
Until
that last play.
Whatever that fucking game was, that was the weirdest game, man. I was like, what's the score? 7-6. I'm freaking out right now.
Yeah.
We had the news at the Good Time Tavern. It was scary. I was like, everybody was like, somebody needed to win that game. Me with big predictions. Holy shit. This is like...
Defense, baby.
Defense wins championships. Right now, you look good. Cowboys, if they can get to the playoffs, I think that defense builds with Josh Allen. I think that defense... We'll get there. I'm going to talk about the Packers before we talk about Miami.
Hey, 12% is what you said, right?
12%. I needed to get to 12%. I got there. This week I got there. Last week I was 8%. I jumped up 4 whole percent this week. 4. The scary part about it is the 4 whole percent goes from like 12 and 15. So like if we win against Miami and you beat Washington, it goes from 12 to 38.
Yep.
So next week I want to look at you and go 38.
You're not that far behind.
It's like a weird percentage thing. It's like, oh, no chance. Oh, Niners beat the Redskins. You beat Miami? Shit.
Well,
Holy shit!
All those teams are playing tough games. The Redskins have
Redskins,
the Niners. You
Giants,
have Miami. I mean,
Scared
everyone's
about that.
really tough games. So there is a chance if you pull it off that you'd bump
That
that
there's going to be a
12% up.
huge bump, yeah. So, but Packers, Rams. That was good. That was that. I'm right now as a Packer fan. This whole year, it was a defensive effort and an offensive effort, and the special teams with Hakeem Nicks.
Oh, and your return man.
He got the game ball. Instead of Aaron Rodgers going out and starting from the 10, he started from the 50, the 45, the 39,
Monster.
the 45. He started that guy and Basacci, who we talked about in the beginning of the year. Awesome. What, the special teams
Working out.
180-degree turn by the special teams. They look fabulous. The best they've looked in my life as a Packer fan. Oh, we'd have to go back to Terrell Buckley. Holy shit. That's Florida State 1998 shit, 1997. That's like we're talking about returns and
First round draft pick, and he
First
probably
round.
shouldn't have even been doing that.
no, never. He should have never been. That's the only reason we got these things. We got good yardage back because Terrell Buckley was a first round draft. We say, hey man, get out there and do some shit. So, yeah, Hakeem, awesome.
Looking good.
Nixon. Is it? No, it's Hakeem. Yeah, I said the wrong.
You got the name wrong. I think it is Nixon.
It's Nixon. So he got the game ball.
No.
Dobbs and Watson together on the same field. That was like 6 or 7 catches for each guy.
It looked good.
Yeah. They did that thing where I said put Watson in the motion and run him with Dobbs on the same side that you're running towards. And then he just took off, and then Dobbs went across the middle, and he was the only guy standing there. It's like, you all got worried about Christian Watson, but you should really worry about Romeo Dobbs. So it was.
Rodgers didn't even hit him on the numbers. It was a lot of nice catches by Dobbs.
No, Dobbs had to. They said that about Dobbs. He catches with his hands and he extends to the ball.
Jerry Rice, away from the body.
Away from the body. We
Before it
talked
gets
about
there.
this with Dobbs and Jerry Rice at the beginning of the preseason. As we talked about extending from the hands and catching the ball is Jerry Rice like.
He'll get it.
So,
Comes faster in NFL.
Quay Walker looked insane. Sack fumble.
The Georgia rookie.
He came through that line that one time and crushed that running back. I haven't seen that ever. He was inches away from an interception.
He almost had that pick 6 on the sideline.
Yeah.
Oh, that was sweet.
He went up. I was like, nice try, dude. Good job.
I didn't even think he was going to get close to it.
Nope. So Quay Walker, there's bright spots everywhere. 2 receivers. If these 2 are now peaking, and we can beat Miami and Washington, if we can be peaking with the offense when we get to the playoffs with Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon,
And you'll meet the Niners in Santa Clara.
we'll meet the Niners in Santa Clara. It won't be. I told you right now. We won the Super Bowl in 2010. We went through Atlanta, Chicago, and because we didn't have to go through cold ass 1-degree Green Bay.
And you know what happened that year that has also happened this year?
What's that?
Aaron Rodgers threw 10 interceptions. It's the second time in his career he's thrown 10
Second time he's thrown
interceptions.
interceptions.
The last time
Super Bowl
he
champion.
won a Super Bowl.
That's a great stat.
That's
I
a
hope
weird
you
one.
remember that. Everybody should remember that stat. Whoever doesn't watch this show doesn't know that fucking stat now. Good stat for you.
That's a weird one.
Like and subscribe if you want to know good stats. No. Packers still in it. Minnesota clinched it in a fabulous comeback. And as we said,
Amazing weekend for other football besides our games, which we just won, no problem, no boring stuff. The rest of the league was insane.
insane. So, as we said, we both woke up to different things. What a fabulous comeback. He had Justin Jefferson. He needed that comeback.
Yes.
That comeback was fabulous for him. And he should have felt good. I would have felt good in the third quarter. If I only had 5 points and was down 40, I would have went,
It didn't look like they could move the ball. It was
I know, but now garbage becomes garbage, and people just start throwing balls in the air everywhere, and the best catch them. And you caught it. You got him.
I got him.
What a great comeback.
Yeah.
Minnesota, fabulous, biggest comeback in history.
In the history of football.
In the history of football. Minnesota did it against Indianapolis. Sorry, Pat McAfee.
Yep.
Sad face. But go Minnesota. It could have went a lot of ways. They said it could have been if Indianapolis would have tied the game and held them off. It would have been the first time a team's ever had 2 ties in 1 year.
Right.
That's crazy.
It's happened in my fantasy league, but never in the NFL.
Never. Oh yeah, we've had a couple 2 ties. It was the greatest comeback ever, or it would have been Indianapolis winning, We're going to have only two first-time ever things could have happened in that overtime game. That's fabulous.
Made for a fabulous Saturday.
What didn't happen in an overtime game was Cowboys didn't win.
Cowboys, I don't know what they're doing.
Got beat by Jacksonville. And
On a pick six by Dak? A pick six, Dak? Come on.
I can say I love Trevor Lawrence. I think is the future of quarterbacks for the NFL, and I've said this over and over again because Aaron's on his way out. Now I'm voting for Jordan Love, but
he won't even be good by the time Romeo Dobbs is an All-Star.
Right.
Anyway,
who? Jordan Love or Trevor Lawrence?
Oh no, Aaron Rodgers will be done by the time Romeo Dobbs is Pro Bowler.
Yes, I think.
Well, yeah, Trevor Lawrence. That's what we're talking about.
Well, I think now that Aaron Rodgers,
who I hate.
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to stay. I know you hate Trevor Lawrence. I don't know why you hate Trevor Lawrence so much. Is it the hair? I don't have hair.
Maybe he's just so tall.
I don't have hair, and I love Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, maybe he's tall. You should
tall.
hate him.
I should hate him.
You should hate him.
And I don't. I think he's the best quarterback in football. I mean, I think he's the best. I think he's the best up and coming prospect. You're a Trey Lance guy, and Mahomes has already made his.
You're
thing,
right.
And Allen's already made his thing, but I think Trevor Lawrence is the future quarterback.
If he can make the reads,
Wilson,
then he's got everything else.
He's got everything else. All the
and it
accolades.
showed. It showed against the Cowboys.
Very much so. It showed the last 2 weeks because tight ends don't get 40 points in fantasy unless your fucking quarterback's throwing to him. So Ingram,
unless he's finding the open person,
and the tight end got 40 points on fantasy. Ingram got 40 points. I'm like, damn, dude, what'd you do? Well, I was open, and that guy threw it to me. Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah, now he looked good.
Yeah, so I don't know. I really like what the Jaguars are doing. I really think it's hilarious that the Cowboys got beaten overtime by the Jacksonville Jaguars. But Indy lost, Jacksonville won. This division is the closest this division has been in 10 years because the Titans lost to the Chargers.
Yeah, the Chargers didn't even do anything to win. The Titans just kind of didn't play very well.
17-14. The Titans had to score a last minute overtime getting touchdown, and then Titans lost to them in overtime. And Jacksonville is throwing up big points and hustling and playing hard with a quarterback that is on another level than Tannehill. Tannehill is here. Trevor Lawrence is here.
Well, they're both going
Aaron
different
Rodgers
directions.
and Tom, they're totally different directions. Now, one is they're passing ships in the night because Trevor Lawrence is passing his way up to the fucking top, and Tannehill is submarining his ass.
Now remembering he was a receiver for Texas A&M,
right? I used to be a receiver.
Yeah, I should be a receiver.
He should go back to receiver because you know who Trevor Lawrence has been? A quarterback.
So we all want Jacksonville
to
get in the playoffs because they're more exciting. That's
Trevor Lawrence, Etienne. The defense has always been kind of fun and
his boy Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk, baby. I love Christian Kirk. I'm a huge fan now.
Everyone, does he start Christian Kirk against the Jets on Thursday night?
Yeah, right. I have to.
Comment.
Please help me out here.
Like and subscribe.
Jeff. Because I know Money Shot's not going to help me out. Dan, throw something out there for me. Old man, if you're watching, say yes, because I'm going to anyway.
Something. Yep, got to.
Yeah, I got to, man. He's been there the whole year. You know, old man Grant once told me one time, he goes, you start the players that got you there. Well, he got me there, so I'm going to start him. Thanks, old man. Great games, Titans, Chargers, because I really like the fact that the Titans have to beat the shit out of Houston next week because I got King Henry. And the Titans defense starting next week, and they got to go fuck up if Vrabel ain't fucking talking up Kill, I'll be shocked. Because he got Coach of the Year last year for a reason, because he can turn shit around and make players do what they have to do. And this ain't second man up. This is starters go out there and kill somebody. Maybe I think there's a couple defensive players missing, some linemen, but it's still Vrabel coaching.
I always worry about Houston because they put up a battle. But you're right. Usually Henry just destroys you.
Well, Henry destroys him, and the defenses against Houston.
I think Davis Mills might line up as middle linebacker, maybe, instead of quarterback. And then maybe he will help. Because whenever he's in the game, Houston keeps it close.
Well, Driscoll's starting.
For a 1-11 team.
Is Driscoll still starting?
No. They're doing a mismatchy thing.
Oh, they're doing
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Right,
that's why I think Mills could play linebacker for half the game.
Right, because he doesn't play quarterback.
Heart and soul, baby.
Heart and soul. You got to put your heart and soul out there. Taysom Hill's the tight end now because New Orleans realized heart and soul, baby.
Heart and soul.
Heart and soul. That didn't work out for Phil either.
No,
it didn't. He started Taysom Hill. I don't think he won. No, he lost actually. I'm playing against Money Shot. Fuck you, Phil. I wanted to beat you.
Damn it, Phil.
Bills Miami. What'd you see there? I saw a couple things there. I saw something impressive. So I don't know if anybody. I know they're not first in the division, but I saw something.
Well, I know I was going to ask you about one thing, but I'll let you talk about how Miami scored a bunch of points in the cold, in a playoff atmosphere.
I was more impressed with that. I expected the Bills to win. Didn't you? Josh Allen?
Yeah, for sure.
Josh Allen.
I mean, they were favored by 4.
Josh Allen, Superman, right? So, and Stephon Diggs, and the defense is second to the Niners in points allowed.
Yeah.
And Miami scored 29 of them.
No, I know you're impressed with that.
I was impressed with that. I mean,
without using a tight end or a fullback, they're just strictly tailbacks, receiver. It's the weirdest offense I've ever seen.
And tight ends, right?
No, Gesicki's had 0 catches in the last 4 weeks.
Well, who's involved? Yes. But who's on the field? They have tight ends.
Yeah, sure. They line up tight ends.
They line up tight ends.
But no, there's only 3 people getting the ball at all times. Miami's running a crazy little offense.
They got Mostert, Tyreek Hill, and Waddle.
That's it. That's about it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And they're working it.
I as much as I love the Packers and they're 12%, I need 40 points out of Tyreek Hill this week against Miami.
Yeah, you do. And against the Packers, well, as long as he motions away from Jair.
He's a motion guy.
He motions away from Jair.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
He should be fine. That's how it works. That's how Justin Jefferson gets all those yards against us. You know what he does? He goes like this. Boop. And he runs that way. And Jair goes.
Now I'm not going over there.
Well, he's not allowed
you
to.
follow him.
He's not allowed to. He has to stay and they move. They just shift.
They shift.
They shift. Yeah, it's fucked up.
So I was impressed with the Dolphins as well. But I have to be more impressed. And this is the question I wanted to ask you. Is Josh Allen came back, touchdown to Dawson Knox, drive with less than a couple minutes left to win the game. Would you rather have Josh Allen,
okay,
or Patrick Mahomes,
Mr. Mahomes,
or Derek Carr, if you needed 3 points at the end of the game?
If I needed 3 points at the end of the game, and that's my 3, I don't get Aaron Rodgers.
You start the ball at like the 10-yard line. You need 3 points. There's less than 2 minutes. Who do you go to?
That's tough. King's Derek Carr.
The king is Derek Carr, isn't it?
Yeah,
he owns all the stats.
He owns all the stats. Josh Allen can take off for 65 yards on a run. You know what I mean? Like, linebacker went that way.
All of a sudden, they're at the 40.
No, all of a sudden they're 40.
Shit.
What happened? Like, you're waiting for a pass. The next thing, the quarterback charges up the middle, pushes the linebacker to the side. So, today, even though I know Derek Carr owns this record, and I don't think there's any better man to have thrown the ball or running the team for this last, because he's got 27 or 28 of these comeback win quarter things.
He does.
And I love Patrick Mahomes. He's sealed in history as the greatest.
He's a shortstop playing quarterback.
He's a shortstop, yeah. Like,
we love that.
Just tosses the ball. It's just the way he does everything. It's magical. Shots it like a basketball player. But I think I'm going to go with Josh Allen with the last 2 minutes ago. I do. I really do. Even though I'd say Derek Carr just because numbers tell you that he can do it.
Well, that's cool. I'm going to take Mahomes just because he's a shortstop. But I agree with you. Josh Allen's not bad to have.
No, I don't know.
We'll go back to the playoffs when Mahomes did it better. But we'll see what happens.
He did. 27.
I wouldn't mind having either of them.
No, I'll take you to one of those on the last 2 minutes, actually. I'll take that. Who I also take on the last 2 minutes, actually, is Jacoby Myers. In the last second of a game, he can help the other team win a game.
I'm sorry. Can I set it up for everyone again?
Yeah, set it up one more time.
All right, so if anyone hasn't seen this ridiculousness, it was a tie game. Raiders at the Patriots.
Patriots at the Raiders. I think it was in Vegas.
It was in Vegas. I keep getting that wrong.
You do. That's all right though. It's not bad.
It's all right. So anyway, tie game. Last play of the game. The whole game had been
boring,
not entertaining.
It was Josh McDaniels trying to coach against Bill Belichick.
Right. It was a bunch of just stubborn old people or whatever.
Josh Jacobs didn't run the ball. He's the third best running back in football. He never touched the ball for the third and fourth quarter. It was all these weird. It was just I don't know. And the Raiders had the lead. That's what didn't make any sense to me. So I was like, why aren't you just pounding it into their fucking face with the best running back in football? Because he breaks loose for 25 and 30 all the time.
Correct.
So I didn't get it. I really don't understand it. But the last play.
Yeah, we thought the first 59 minutes and 50 seconds were confusing. And then the last play, all right, Patriots have the ball. Either touchdown or overtime is basically the play.
Which, if you hand off the ball,
And which they did.
it's overtime.
It's overtime. However, Ramondre Stevenson, after breaking 3 or 4 tackles, making about 30 yards.
Great run.
Great run.
Great
No,
run.
I love having him on my
Let's
fantasy
take it
team. I'm going to start him next week.
Great run. That was an excellent run.
Should I start him against the Bengals? Comment. Anyway, so Stevenson laterals about like 2 yards to
Jacoby Myers.
our boy Jacoby Myers, who decides to run a 5-yard backwards move and then chuck the ball towards what I could only imagine was Mac Jones. Shocked Mac Jones.
Was that ball coming towards me? Not really. It went right to Chandler Jones where he was standing. He didn't even move. He was like the old guy who knew the play was done. Chandler Jones, he was the old guy who knew the play was done. Chandler Jones was standing there and
He just stood there.
Play went right and he was standing there. He was like, I was on the left-hand side.
I'm good.
We're going to tackle him. We're going to overtime. We're going to overtime. What's that? Is that the ball? Is it in the air?
Like it's the football. I couldn't read the
Is that Mac Jones?
Oh.
Oh, bitch.
Oh man, one of the greatest. You knew it was coming. Stiff arms of all time. Like
When he caught the ball,
Mac Jones, I think it was leaning back when he tried to tackle Chandler Jones.
Mac Jones was literally the only person on that side of the field. When Jacoby Myers decided to throw that ball that way, he left the slowest person on the offense, other than an offensive
with a
line.
tie game, with chance of overtime, just by taking a knee.
All you had to do is take a knee. Take a knee. He threw the ball
To Chandler Jones.
to Chandler Jones, right to Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones was just literally going,
Waiting for overtime.
wait a minute, I think he threw the ball to me. And he did.
Raiders win.
What an insane play.
And Patriots might not make the playoffs.
Not now, I don't think. It'll depend on this.
Is Belichick allowed to beat his players?
There's probably not.
He'll use his eyes. He'll just stare at them.
Tuesday, did you go through the who got cut yet this week?
Everyone on the Patriots.
Everybody on the special teams of the Patriots or the offense. Because you could get rid of Mac Jones. You start Billy Zappi. Who cares?
Zappy. That's my favorite, actually.
Yeah, who cares? Cut Mac Jones. Fuck
Who
Mac.
cares?
Actually, Mac Jones is the only person who was like victimized in the whole thing because he handed off. That was his fucking job.
That was his only job.
Hey, Mac, we're going into overtime. We're going to go.
Somehow it's butt fumble and Mac Jones getting face planted.
Right, Mac
He's
Jones
like, all I did was hand off.
Sanchez ran into that man's ass. I did what I was supposed to do. I handed off the ball. He was supposed to go to the right. He was supposed to get tackled, and we were supposed to flip a coin. And instead, he broke 4, went for 45, got excited, think, this is the moment we win. And the asshole he gave the ball to threw an interception for a touchdown. Jacoby Myers threw an interception for a touchdown.
For all the crazy ways the Raiders have lost this year, for them to win this one just seems kind of like poetic justice a little bit.
I'm blown away.
I'm blown away.
I don't even understand it.
I don't even want to talk about football anymore.
So let's talk about football.
All right, let's talk about football.
Let's talk about football.
All right, World Cup. The World Cup has been decided.
And it was decided the correct way. Morocco and Argentina would have been disgusting. Iran and Morocco would have been the least watched World Cup in the history of the world. And Argentina and France was fabulous.
Spectacular.
And we thank you for that, Argentina and France. We thank you for Messi. We thank you for the Frenchman. The future of soccer. And we thank you for a wonderful game.
This game was amazing. For those of you who didn't see, it was.
We'll tell you about it.
It was 7 a.m. on the West Coast, and before I woke up, it was already 2-0 Argentina. Messi had scored, and he had started to play where Angel Di Maria had scored.
Ooh, said that well.
Yeah. So we were, thinking Messi's looking good. It goes to halftime. Everything's chill. We go to the 80th minute. We got 10 minutes left. 2-0 Argentina.
Here we go, Messi.
And then the man who will replace Messi as the best player in the world, Kylian Mbappe.
This year, actually, Messi will retire after this.
Yeah, he'll play a couple years for fun.
For fun, but it won't be.
But yeah, Mbappe scored a penalty, and then he scored one of the craziest goals I've ever seen on like a half volley from like right inside the box or outside the box. Incredible volley. Ties it 2-2. Now everyone's worried.
No, Messi's worried for sure because he's like, God damn it, here we go again.
I've never won one of these.
Never won one of these. And I've been here a long time. I promise you. 5th. Is this number 5?
4.
Number 4? Okay.
World Cups?
Yeah. I was wondering. I didn't know if he did like the 17-year-old, then the 21-year-old, and then the 25, and then the 31, and then the 4th. Okay.
It's 4th.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. It's a good question.
See, it is a good question.
That's a fair question.
Yep.
For him.
So we go to the extra time, and in World Cup we do 30 minutes, and we'll see what happens. Doesn't matter. So everyone likes the golden goal, first one to score wins, but we don't do that.
No, 30 minutes.
So in extra time, Messi gets a penalty. He scores. Argentina up 3-2. Everything's great in the world. Messi's gonna win.
Messi's gonna win. Everybody's happy.
But then, oh man, it gets crazier. Montiel from Argentina fouls Mbappe in the box. Maybe not Mbappe, but Mbappe takes a penalty. Ties it up.
2-2 for the two world champion stars. Great sacrifice. 2-2. 2 goals for each.
Oh, no, that's Mbappe's third.
Oh, that is Mbappe's third.
Mbappe got all 3 for the French.
3 for the superstar. 2 for the...
2 for Messi so far.
The old guy for Argentina.
And, of course, we go to penalties, which is where, we like penalties, we don't like penalties.
I love penalties.
You know what I mean?
There should never be a tie in football. We should just start at the 35 and kick field goals, and whoever misses the first field goal loses.
No ties.
No ties.
All right, so no ties in World Cup, that's for sure.
No ties in World Cup, man. Should be no ties in football either. Fuck that shit.
All right, so it comes the World Cup, and everyone's thinking, come on, Messi, you know what I mean? So Mbappe makes his, Messi makes his, I forget which Frenchman missed it, but the man who brought down Mbappe for the penalty to allow France to tie it.
The tie penalty.
He got the job to finish the thing.
Nice. He do it?
Montiel.
Crushed it.
Game over. Argentina wins the World Cup. First time since.
Beautiful pictures with Messi and his family. Everybody happy. Trophies in hand.
Oh, yeah. Buenos Aires has been shut down.
Shut down.
They had a parade.
Yeah.
4 million people. They had to helicopter Messi out because the buses were stuck. There's nowhere to go.
The announcer, the goal guy.
The guy that goes, go! He's Argentinian.
Speechless. Could talk. Suck it back in. Talk.
Champion. Go! Argentina. Champion. Go!
We won. We won. That dude was, there was no goal in that voice. There was only
if you enjoy soccer, yeah.
Pure happiness. Pure, like childbirth happiness. Like my son is born, my daughter is born. Unbelievable. I was very happy for that. When I listened to him talking, I was like, oh my God, that guy's the happiest guy in the world right now.
And for one day, Argentina did not care about their inflation rates. They had a vacation day.
Everybody took the day.
They tacked it down.
Stores were giving out free waters. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
For Argentina. And the parade shut down the whole city.
Yeah. So watch that game. If you see a replay of that World Cup, watch it. It's ridiculous.
4.1 million showed up for the parade.
Yeah, 4.1.
200,000 saw it.
Right?
Just side streets of drinking wine and partying and enjoying yourself. Did you see the parade?
That's right. Nope, but I ate a half side of beef.
What parade? Like a parade, man. Drank wine, had a good time. Speaking about not having a good time, Dodger fans, just giving up everything. We're just like, fuck it.
Oh, what? You just got Syndergaard Martinez.
Suck. So we got old Martinez, and we got 10-10, 3.95 ERA, fucking Syndergaard.
Yeah,
gave up Turner. I'd take Stripling right now.
Right.
A middle reliever, did well for us. I liked him. Justin Turner, I thought we were going to get him back. I thought that was kind of the thing. We're going to
I mean, he's kind of wasting his talent going to Boston because they're not going to win anything in the AL East.
I don't know. No, they're not. The Yankees are.
He should have
stacking
stayed with
it.
LA.
The Yankees are stacking it. Got Judge back like they were going to get him anyway.
Signed Rodon.
Signed Rodon.
Yeah, that makes them the best pitching staff in the bigs besides the Mets, maybe.
Okay, so they get to go to the AL World Series.
Yeah,
And
I think the
Mets
Guardians
get to go
beat
to
them
the-
again.
I hope so, man. I don't know, man. What a odd turn of events for baseball. You got spinal injury, man.
Oh man, Correa, we just signed for $360 million, and now apparently he can't pass a physical, so we don't really know what's going
I
on.
think that, but as I said, I think that that has to you have to be done. But you can't pass a physical, so we honestly can't pay you, and we don't have to. So contract has to be voided.
Yeah, but no one's left to sign now. Dansby's in the Cubs.
Oh, everybody's done now. There's
No more shortstops left.
I think the Dodgers just must have a lot of talent below because they just.
Well, they like Amaya and some of their younger
Right,
kids.
you said the shortstop Amaya. I think we are now on the Ohtani watch. I think
we are on a time.
I think we are on Ohtani watch now. I think that's what's happened here. Now we're in the Ohtani watch. So if we don't win the World Series this year, we're in the Ohtani running next year. Probably paying the money and getting him. That's what I see now. I see that we've just got rid of everybody. We still have Betts and Freeman. We still have 7.
Oh
We don't
yeah,
have 20.
Will Smith and Lux and Muncy.
We discussed it. We still have Taylor. We still have Muncy. We still have some older guys on there for some glue.
Oh yeah.
Or leadership. And then we just have a bunch of superstars. So pitching looks really good. It does look good. We're holding on to what's his face because the Tommy John guy.
Oh yeah.
He held on to his contract. I read an article.
Buehler and
Gosselin. Yeah.
Right. I mean, you have 7 or 8
May.
Cy Young caliber pitchers.
I like May a lot, actually. I love
Depending
the
on what
hair. But
he's tall.
he's tall. I like him.
And he has hair.
And he has hair. See? Like him again. Trevor Lawrence.
Love him.
I love him. It's the 2 things I'm liking, height and hair. So yeah, I don't know. We got a long way to go for baseball. Who knows what's going to happen? We haven't even gotten to game 1 yet. And once we get there, we still have 150, 61 of those fucking things to go.
That's true. That's when we deluge you with that in summertime.
Oh, we're going to crush it with that because we'll be done with this. So we'll go to that. In basketball, where the Knicks will be dominating it.
Oh!
Just saying.
They're recently on fire, Knicks.
I just want to talk. Let's talk about the Knicks, man.
Might as
They're
well.
on fire 8-0. Beat the Warriors tonight, 132-94. That's an ass whooping.
That's an ass whooping.
That's an ass whooping in basketball. You get beat by 30. What is that? 38. That's an ass whooping.
Well, I mean,
no Curry.
we haven't told you that. Yeah, no Curry. He's out for a couple weeks.
2 weeks. He's 2 weeks.
Two or
He's
three.
doing the East Coast run. He doesn't have to do that. And the tough games he's doing right now. And next week he has what? The Hornet, Orlando,
Oh, yeah.
Pistons.
The Warriors might be able to get through this with a little bit of luck.
Three of the 4 worst teams in basketball are in the East Coast.
They're on our schedule for the next 2 weeks.
On the schedule for the next 2 weeks, yeah. Hornets, Orlando, Pistons. You get to run through those. The Akbanyani, or chasing the white ghost.
When Banyana.
Whatever this guy is, man. I watched this guy. He's frightening. I was like, he's not a basketball player, really. I can't believe I don't know.
No, if you imagine like Kevin Durant being 3 inches taller, that's kind of what he reminds me of.
Yeah, scarier.
Yeah, a better
I
defender.
don't know if he'd have that Kevin Durant post up anywhere kind of deadly kind of shot, but he can shoot 3-pointers and he blocks everybody else's shots. And you know what he does to dunk?
He goes, boink.
He just does that. He just puts. In fact, if he puts his arm up all the way, he'd be too high. So when he dunks, he has to keep his arm like right here, and then he goes.
So Pistons are still in the chase for Wembanyama.
Oh my God! I'm actually hoping the Knicks just sit the 3 starters and we just go for the Wembanyama guy.
And then just add him to your core.
Win this. Add that to the Brunson Barrett. I'm telling you, Knicks 8-0, and we discussed this 2 weeks ago. 8-0. We discussed this 2 weeks ago. I told you the thing about Barrett getting out of his shooting slump, and that was about 2 weeks ago. We are 8-0. Brunson seems to be.
He's legit.
He's legit. He's a leader of this team.
It's not just a Dallas thing.
No, it's not just a Dallas thing. He seems to be legit. His dad's on the team. He broke somebody's ankles like 4 days ago. really bad.
Not his own.
Not his own. This dude just went blip, 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 and it's like I was like, ooh, Steph Curry, I didn't know.
Yep.
And this was legit. So Randall, we already know Randall's legit. We know he is.
Right.
He just has an attitude about shit, and when things aren't going his way or right, I think he's going to be pissy and shitty.
Sure, he likes to slam his body into people when he's
Yeah.
not happy.
Yeah, when he's not happy, and I think Barrett is the franchise player, and you need the franchise player to.
He's putting up
Get
20 a game easy.
Yeah. So we need him to get off a shooting slump, and since he's been off a shooting slump, we're 8 now. I think the Knicks are maybe not ready this year, but I'm excited to see what we do this year.
You're not gonna have to plan a play, and it doesn't look like
This might be one of the first times that superstars are interested in coming to us next year. We've never had a year when a superstar has thought to himself a destination could be the New York Knicks. And if you told me tomorrow that John Morant goes, oh, I could go to New York, I'll make $100 billion in advertising. I'll make so much money in advertising.
Now that Donovan Mitchell's not a Knick, I really hope John Morant becomes a Knick.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking the Knicks and that limelight and that organization and that setting, you need a superstar. And we've never had one. Nobody's wanted to come there since Larry Nance. We had Steph Marbury. I mean, that's like sad shit. You know
Steph Marbury is the king of China.
Starberry. No, I mean, so yeah, I'm excited for the Knicks. 8-0. So I don't know when the last time I've said the Knicks are 8-0.
No.
96 maybe.
I was going to say the whole city of, all 5 boroughs are excited. The Knicks have won 8 in a row. Durant and the Nets are 9-1 in the last 10.
Yeah, they're fucking on fire too. I thought after 8-0, I thought we'd be in 3rd place or 4th place. Nope, we're still in 6th. That's where we were last week.
All right, everyone keeps winning. Philly keeps winning. The Jets, Nets keep winning.
Cavs keep winning. Celtics and the Bucks are going
Bucks
back
beat
and
the
forth.
shit out of a bunch of people in the West last
Yeah,
week.
the Bucks came over here and dominated in the West.
Yeah.
Dominated. Phoenix, Denver, they beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, no, the teams in the East look solid.
This has been a long time since you've said anything, and I'm an East guy.
The East is the best conference
the
right
best
now.
conference. It's been the West for 15 years.
Yep.
From San Antonio to the Lakers to Sacramento to fucking Phoenix
To the Warriors.
I didn't even say the Warriors. I gave them their last bill. They were the ones that ran it for the last 5 or 6. You know what I mean? But we're talking 15 or 20 years. I said Lakers and Sacramento and
Rockets
and fucking. We're talking teams from a long time ago, all the way up to the Warriors for the last 7 years. The Western Conference has been the dominant division, so good for the East Coast.
I think there's more better teams in the East now.
About time. Well, not about time, but just nice to see it be close.
It's fun to see the cyclical stuff.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's been a long time because it used to be the fucking East, the Philly, the Knicks.
And
Miami, fucking Cleveland, the Celtics. It used to be the East. Used to be one team from the West, the Los Angeles Lakers. And then the rest of them were the 76ers, and the Celtics, and the Knicks, and the Bulls, and the Pistons, and the Lakers. One fucking team from the West.
Yep.
And then San Antonio, or Houston, and then San Antonio. Lakers came back.
It's coming back around.
It's coming back
East
around.
Is getting
East
stronger.
Coast. So East Coast basketball. We're a Knicks fan for fucking more years than I can count. So East Coast basketball, that's what I like. I like 76ers. I like Celtics, Pistons, Knicks.
I like when New York's excited about stuff.
I like when New York's excited about basketball, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I hope they're not so excited about football this Thursday and Christian Kirk gets 25, but whatever. You know what I mean? We'll just have to see what happens.
They could still be excited about hockey.
Hey, listen, well, as much time as we got to go in basketball, we got that much time to go in hockey. So
I mean, the Penguins did beat you guys today.
you did.
But
But I beat your Warriors, so I didn't feel so bad.
there was
It was
kind
some
of a
mixed feelings for me. I'm like, because I'm more of a Knicks fan than a Ranger fan since I had to become a Ranger fan this year.
I'm more of a Penguin fan
And you're
than a
more
Warrior
of a Penguin
fan.
fan, Warrior fan.
Yeah,
this
so it
guy
worked
and
out.
I, we were like, I'm happy. Are you happy? I'm happy.
Yeah,
too.
pretty happy.
Pretty happy. Knicks fucked up the Warriors. Penguins fucked up the Rangers. I hate the Rangers. I even know I'm a fan. I'm not that huge of a fan of the Warriors. Nah, we're all good.
Yeah. Solid,
It worked
right?
out solid. It worked out solid.
So, yeah, we're both in playoff spots in the Metropolitan.
3 and 4, right? 4 and 5?
Spots 3 and 4, and we're closing ground on Jersey and Carolina fast.
Right. We will.
They kind of went out quick, and
we'll get around.
they're falling back to us.
Jersey wasn't. They were 6 last year, right?
Yeah, you got me on that one.
They were. I think they were close to the end. Buffalo didn't make it. Somebody else didn't make it. But I don't think Jersey was very high either.
That's a question. That's a good question.
It is.
I think they're.
Oh, Rangers went to the championship.
I don't believe they made the playoffs last year.
Rangers went to the championship. So.
Right.
We're fine.
And we should have beat the Rangers in the first round.
We have young talent.
We lost 3 in a row.
We had young talent and got somebody else. Yeah, right. So.
Yeah.
So that was a great series. Actually.
It was interesting.
It was interesting. Like, wow, we keep winning. So,
right. So that's what's going on with hockey. We're both right there in the Metro.
San Jose, not so.
The
Sorry,
Sharks.
Connie.
Sharks. I did want to say you are 10 points away from the playoff spot this early in the season. It's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign.
No.
No.
And
no, when we're talking about 3 points away from each other.
right.
It's second and third and fourth place in the playoffs. But hey, listen, we remember at one point in time, San Jose was. I think it's just because we live here. They pump it in our face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rarely remember much about San Jose. They did lose to the Penguins in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
They did.
Oh, the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah, final.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're not
Lord Stanley's final.
Lord Stanley's
final.
I was like, hey, San Jose.
Lord Stanley's.
No, it's mine.
No, it's not yours. You'll get one someday.
Maybe.
Maybe not. I think they're losing their luster. I think they're maybe not putting the money back in the San Jose. I don't know. I'm just making this shit up.
Well, I'm sad. Penguins don't get to play the Rangers again until March.
That's fine.
That's fine. We got to take 3 months off, and then we play each other 3 times in 2 weeks.
And then I would assume closer to the end of this, we'll play a little more. Yeah,
That's it.
That's it.
4 games.
4 games, and it's a 3 in that 1 month.
That's it.
I don't know if we kick your ass 3 times in a row.
Yeah, this is going to be the month of moving in March. That's what I'm talking about.
For sure. I mean, that's what it sounds like, especially if we're 3 and 4. But what if we're 1 and 2? That's huge.
See what happens.
If we pass Carolina and New Jersey, we both do. That's 1 and 2.
Yeah.
March could come along. Could be serious. All right, I'll take it.
Could be.
Hey, good for the show. We got college basketball, but I do want to say college football playoffs December 31st. We're having bowl games today. Apparently Marshall and UConn duked it out. Toledo played Liberty, and who doesn't love Toledo and Liberty? Well, who doesn't love Toledo? Don't know much about Liberty. And no, I think we had we had Mississippi State. They played against somebody. So yeah, we've had a lot of good bowl games already. We've had bowl games already.
It's just enjoyable to watch the college
We've had
games.
bowl games already. Search for them, find them on your television, and watch them. Because these are the young players that won 6 games or more to make it to a bowl game, man. So let's,
and
it's good football
and they'll be unemployed next year. So
yeah, they'll be working at Metro PCS. Oh, the guys playing football right now will be.
Yeah.
December 31st. December 30th too? Oh, I think we got that whole weekend, right?
Well, the 28th starts
28th is the start game, and then we go.
That's when we have the Holiday Bowl, the Liberty Bowl, all the bowls that we actually know the names of.
It's going to be fabulous.
And then we get to Ohio State and January 31st, New Year's Eve, which I can't believe they put the semifinals on New Year's Eve. So we got Ohio State, Georgia. And we got TCU,
Michigan. And then we have FB and the Goob hosting at the Good Time Tavern that night.
Oh, yeah.
And pouring all fucking night. So you guys just come to the bar and just enjoy us the whole nite.
And if you say the code word,
Maverick.
Maverick.
Free shots.
We get one free shot.
For each person that comes in and says Maverick.
Code
Don't
word
tell your
Maverick.
fucking friend if he didn't watch the show. Make your friend watch 10 minutes of the show and subscribe. That's
right.
it. Subscribe and listen. Just push the subscribe button. Go in there and say Maverick, and you get a free fucking shot from these guys. They're awesome. Don't cheat us. We won't cheat you.
That sounds good.
Yeah. College basketball, 19th for me. I'll take it right now. We've only played 10 games.
Yeah. Not a lot going on.
Conference games.
Carolina's won 3 in a
We've
row.
lost to Michigan State and a couple people in the tournaments, and we lost to UCLA this week.
Right. We beat Ohio State.
You beat Ohio State, which I always...
So I like beating you even though you're more of a football fan.
I know, not the basketball. I don't even give a shit about the Ohio State basketball team.
Yeah. Jaren Jackson means nothing to you.
Mm-mm.
You're like, who?
Who? What the fuck is that guy? I don't even give a shit about that guy. No, I'm... I'm excited for Ohio State football on the 31st. And I'm excited for the Kentucky Wildcats in March.
That's right.
Yeah, that's pretty
They're
simple.
both going to be exciting.
Yeah,
Come
they're both gonna be
post-football
exciting.
season, we're going to have all that shit live and lit up.
So, Kentucky's going to end the season with like 5 losses. They're not going to lose too many more games. They lost.
I'll take the over on the losses.
Yeah, over. You want to go 7?
I'll go over 5.
$1.
$1.
Which is funny.
Kentucky will definitely lose more than 5.
Because the Goob and I have bet $1 against each other for over 20 years on every bet, and I think I'm up like $2.
I think it's up, yeah, at least
It's 2 or 3. I think
maybe
I'm up like
$8.
maybe
I think you've won most of them.
$8 in 20 some odd years. I'm up. So now we're on this over under for Kentucky. I say no more than 5, so he's going over. That's fine. I'll be the 7. It's not a big deal. I'm up in the whole grand scheme of the dollar bet deal. So UConn or number 2, Purdue. Who the fuck was Purdue ever number 1 in basketball?
They're solid this year. I mean, since Glenn Robinson, you haven't seen a Purdue team that I've seen that actually looks like they could win.
So all our fans that are in their 20s, Glenn Robinson, he used to play basketball. I think he played for like the Hornets.
Remember the Fab Five for
Fab
Michigan
Five.
with the Sox?
Yeah.
He was on the team that tried to beat them.
Yeah, he was on the Purdue
And he beat
team
him a
that-
couple times.
He did, but
He did.
So Fab Five. Chris Webber is like 50, and he's an announcer for fucking sports. Timeout guy. Yeah, the guy with no timeouts who called a timeout and had to give the ball to the other team.
Sorry.
So anybody who knows, so the last time Purdue was number 1, 50-year-old Chris Webber played against him. Maybe 50, maybe 55.
So good for Purdue.
Maybe 55-year-old Chris Webber, because I'm getting closer to 50 than I think Chris Webber's past 50. You know what I mean?
It's possible.
It's possible he might be 53, 54.
Yeah. I think he was in college around the same time I was. So I think he might be our age.
He's our age? Okay.
I think he is.
All right, cool. Good for you, Chris, being our age.
In
That's good
between
for you.
young and old.
We're 1 year apart, so don't listen to bullshit guy over here. Fucking asshole. He gets like a 2-month period of time where he's actually going to say, hey, I'm 2 years younger than you.
I did just pass
I
that.
apparently realized that because your birthday's in November and mine is in October. Yes, you are now 2 years younger than me. But not for long.
That's fair.
That is fair. So that's fair. No, we're not going to worry about that. College basketball got a long way to go. Mississippi, we talked about this earlier. They're at 13th place. They're like
Undefeated.
undefeated.
There's only 3 undefeated major teams.
And one of the major teams has to sit 13th.
One of them's number 1.
Yeah.
Another one's number 2. And the third one is, you would think number 3, but no.
13.
13th.
So,
Apparently.
so college basketball is just crazy right now.
Apparently they've just beaten church teams so
Yeah,
far.
so
or
far they've
whatever.
beaten De La Salle High School out of Northern California.
I'm just rooting for them because of the Mike Leach theory.
I am now. We're going Mike Leach. on this now.
Mississippi State, I'm hoping to make a run.
Yeah, fuck, who gives it? Mississippi State, March Madness.
As long as they don't beat Kentucky, I guess.
No, they would have to beat, if they beat Kentucky, I think that would put them in the top 3.
There you go.
That would. You would need that victory. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
yeah, good for them. I can't wait for college basketball. I can't wait for
For it to become important, yeah.
I can't wait for college football. I can't wait for that day. I mean, I think Ohio State is primed and ready to maybe knock Georgia off their little pedestal. I think with the 2 kids not getting the awards they deserved, with the Heisman and the Blitnikoff, I believe you're going to see some very serious ran routes and deep thrown balls. And I think
I'm loving it.
I do. I think Georgia. I think Ohio.
I think that's going to be the best game of the Final 4.
Regardless
of who wins the other
I
ones.
do, because I think Michigan's probably going to run over TCU. I think Georgia and Ohio State will be a barn burner, and I believe Ohio State will win. And I believe Michigan and Ohio State, my fucking revenge game here. And I think Ohio State beats Michigan in the fucking national championship game, because fuck you, Michigan. Honestly, on that note, I'd like to shout out my fans.
Yeah.
Because I just...
Happy notes.
Happy notes. I need happy notes because, actually, I can't be upset. Packers won. Now the chances are 12%. The Ohio State Buckeyes are actually in the chance because of a USC loss and a fucking, you know what I mean? So I can only be happy. I really can. To even be a possible chance.
Can't be too depressed.
It can't be too depressed. You know who else is not depressed? Jeff's not depressed.
He will be once he loses next week.
Yeah, well, listen. I love it when my favorite sports pod, which is FB and the Goob, talk about my favorite team, which is him.
Oh.
And his is his own fucking team, so fuck you, Jeff. But much love. Love you. You know what? Let's follow it up. Jeff one more time came up. Jeff, 2 good ones. Thank you. We had quite more than we usually do, and we actually took Jeff twice. Because, Joe, we love you.
Can't hit you every week.
Not every week, bro. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. But we're going to get you next week because you're going to give us so many good ones this week.
Nice.
It's nice when we all collectively can jump on the Brock train.
Oh, the Brock Purdy train?
And he's right, because even I'm on the Brock train. Because I need one more fucking victory from you motherfuckers. And that's against the Redskins this weekend. Because if you can get that victory, then that's 2 losses for the Redskins. And all I need is 1 more.
Sounds good to me.
I need 3 wins. I need 3 more wins from the Packers. I already told you this. We own our own destiny. But if I get all the help, then I can only blame the Packers for not getting there. Hey, well,
I mean, I have no choice.
The Niners beat the Redskins, and the Giants lost all 3 games. What the fuck happened to you assholes? You know what I mean? So now I don't have to blame the Niners, and
right.
I'm on their train.
We'll take care of the Redskins for you.
Oh, I know.
Us on the Purdy train.
Oh, your defense is going to just man-fuck the Redskins. So, and last but not least, Kelly Sunshine. Ouch. Jeff, sorry, buddy. You got to be in all 3 shout-outs.
Kyler
But
Murray.
the third time wasn't a good one. Jeff had Kyler in both leagues. And, ouch.
Well, you're going to have a new quarterback for the playoffs.
You're going to have a new quarterback for this championship game, buddy. Get your shit together.
Yeah.
Put it up, because Dan doesn't think anybody's going to beat him with Saquon Barkley. And I'd like to see, I'd like to see a good game, Jeff. So, start Brock Purdy. I mean, you're so much on his fucking train.
I'll start Brock Purdy.
Then you should drop Kyler Murray and pick up the Brock Purdy train. And then bring your Brock Purdy train. I mean, he's got Kittle and he's got McCaffrey. Wouldn't you like to be the motherfucker that throws them the ball? Just saying.
Just saying.
That's my fan shout out.
Go for third.
Go for third.
Go for the Ammerman.
The Ammerman. We're going to make that famous.
Yes.
It's anybody who got 3rd place.
Anytime you finish behind 1st and 2nd place,
You got Ammerman.
that's the Ammerman.
Or you get the Ammerman. Other than that, I just got shout outs. My shout out's simple. You got a shout out?
Yeah, no, I'll go first.
No. Oh, God damn it. Yours is better than mine.
All right, you go first.
Damian Lillard. Shout out, bro. Shout out. You passed the Glide, the Clyde, the Drexler. The smooth as butter motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Smooth as butter,
Smooth
baby.
as butter motherfucker. And you pass him. You scored the most points.
All-time
all
Portland
time.
Trailblazers scoring leader.
Not only are you the all-time leading scorer for Portland, you are the face. Thank you. That was beautiful the way you came down with that. You are the face of Portland.
Yes, man. He
You
might
are
have
the
grown
face
up
of
in
Portland.
Oakland, but
You might
he's
be an
all
Oakland boy,
Portland
but
right
you
now.
are the face of Portland. And do not leave the Portland Trailblazers. Retire as a Portland Trailblazer. Just do it. Fuck it. I mean, honestly, man, you must love the place because you could have went to New York. You could have went to Los Angeles. The Celtics would have probably picked you up on a 3-year deal. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, wherever you wanted.
Wherever the fuck you wanted to go. You could have went to a championship team. And you stayed in because you like Portland.
He's doing Dame time in Portland.
It's
And he's doing well. 28.5 points a game, 7 assists. He's leading Portland. They're in the playoffs right now.
This sounds like a fucking average year for you almost. 28 points.
Yeah, no one's talking about you. You're just lighting shit up.
Lighten shit up. That's always the way it is. How many 50-point games does that guy got? How many fucking just... Damn.
A lot.
To you, sir.
Hey,
And you deserve it. You really do, because you've just stuck with it, and that's how you do it, I guess. You could have went.
Dame time.
DeRosa went. They all went. That draft, that class has moved and bounced.
Oh, yeah.
Moved on, and he didn't. So, what you got?
I got a shout out for,
I know you do.
as a Niner fan, Frank Gore is the man. And apparently his son thinks he's more of the man. He told his pops this week after his bowl game, "I'm the best in the family."
Which is frightening because his dad
is the number 3 rusher of all time in the NFL.
all time in the NFL, and we're talking about a fuckload of guys, man. We're talking about 10 or 15 drafted a year. We're talking about over the history of time, thousands upon thousands of these motherfuckers taking the handoff from the quarterback. And number 3 is your dad. So
all right. But shout out to Frank Gore Jr. because he set the all-time bowl game record for rushing yards in a bowl game, 329 yards.
And to think that that's not the all-time rushing record in a fucking game is completely blowing away me.
Right.
I mean, that's like got to be right.
I almost want to give the shout out to Cameron Peoples, who had the previous record, 317 yards for Appalachian State.
Appalachian State.
But I tell you that Frank Gore Jr. threw a touchdown pass during that game too.
Oh,
he ran for 320 yards and threw a touchdown pass.
So he threw 320. How long was the touchdown pass?
18-yarder.
18 yards.
It was a solid throw.
He totaled like 347 yards in total offense. Did he receive any balls?
Oh, absolutely. He probably had near 400.
Did he catch a ball?
Oh, yes.
Holy shit.
Throwing, catching them.
Throwing and catching him? Did he? How many touchdowns did he run for?
This is weird.
What's the total touchdowns for him?
No, just 3.
Oh, just 3. Okay.
He ran for 2 long ones, threw for the 1. But it reminds me of how Christian McCaffrey did that whole thing in his debut with the Niners. And Christian McCaffrey's little brother was playing against him in this game for the Rice Owls.
For Rice, yeah.
Little, I wrote it down here somewhere. I think I wrote down Little McCaffrey.
Little McCaffrey, good enough.
So his little brother is playing for Rice. He had a couple decent catches, some yards.
Receiver, right?
Yeah, ran a reverse.
The way of the father.
But the shout out goes to Frank Gore Jr. setting records.
Totally setting records. The shout out goes to, when we talk about players whose fathers were very successful in sports, you don't get a lot of somebody else coming through and really showing up. We're Jerry Rice's kids out there, but
right, Jordan's kids, Deion Sanders' kids, they're trying.
They're trying.
LeBron's kids are trying.
McCaffrey's kid, very well.
We'll see.
Well, his first son with you. The Niners, McCaffrey, he's doing fine. Totally. The other son of Rice, probably not. Rice, that sounds like the other Manning.
We'll see what happens.
A coach somewhere. But Frank Gore's kid, he fucking broke the record in a playoff game for most rushing yards. That's probably one of the better kid father.
That's a solid start.
That's a solid start. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to blow it up or anything. I'm just saying, where's Jordan's kid? Where's Rice's kid?
You know what I do? If I was Frank Gore.
McCaffrey's kid might. Frank Gore.
If I was Frank Gore, I wouldn't delete that video.
Oh, no.
Of him scoring that.
No. Fuck no. I wouldn't believe him saying it. I would never forget him saying that shit to me either because I laughed at him one day when he was 75th. After 9 years. Said, hey, dog, I'm 3rd. Where you at again? 75, Dad. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know. Shout out to Frank Gore for having such a badass kid. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. Honestly.
Junior had enough balls to say, Senior,
I got a kid, and if my kids ever do anything as cool as that, I will be the most excited motherfucker in the world. And on that note, I'm FB.
And this is take 2.
And that's a Goob on take 2. Because that guy erased our shit. Unbelievable. He fucking was trying to make a little fucking video. And he fucking erased it. Peace. Hey. Whatever, man. We just did a